And then just like that,
The weekend's over.
It's all done.
Oh my gosh, where did it go? I want it back.
Monday morning is here.
Why don't we be like, yay, it's Monday?
Woohoo, Monday. No.
Why not?
I'm actually okay with it today, though.
I am too.
I've got things to do. I feel like today's going to be a good,
a
positive day. I get to hang out with the two of you right off the bat.
A Packer win. What more
and then coming off of a Packer win,
right?
A Brewer win would have been nice.
Yeah,
but that didn't happen.
They have some wins to give up, though. Aren't they in first place? I don't follow.
They are in first place, but they've been on a little bit of a slide.
They're getting it all out of the system. They're getting all that out before the playoffs.
I guess.
October
Jessica,
baseball.
Good morning. Pam, good morning. Welcome to it. Big apologies. Friday, again, it actually wasn't a technical thing.
No.
Everything was working.
It did.
But it was the internet and copyrights and stuff like that said, hey, you know what? We're just going to shut things down today.
We're just not going to make it happen.
Yeah. They're going to let us do the show. They're not going to call us, send us a letter or anything, say, hey, you guys used something, and we're just going to shut the whole show down. So we were here.
We did our thing.
We did it.
We have evidence of it too.
We do.
Like on some like it played on X or something.
Yeah, I think it played on Twitter. Yeah.
So why is it's good for some but not for others? It's so frustrating.
I can't comment.
Tech Tuesdays, Tommy. Can we discuss this on Tech Tuesdays at 2:00?
I don't even know if
we'll get to that later.
Really know about that.
See, I'm all over the place. I'm all frazzled. I'm all worked up. Welcome to New Living Mornings and newlivingnow.com.
Mountain Dew. Gee, all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
I love that show. My name is Chris Carson. I'm a real estate agent here in Northeast Wisconsin.
I'm Carrie Bedore, and I am a marketing pro.
And I'm Tommy Clifford, and I'm the tech guy here at newlivingnow.com.
Got ourselves a special guest in the studio this morning. Going to be chatting here in just a little bit with Roxanne. We'll get some of the stuff that she's got going on. We're going to talk about that. But weather-wise, another toasty day. Looking mid to upper 80s, muggy. Looks like today's probably going to be the warmest throughout the week, but we're looking at 80s pretty much.
That's pretty awesome. I love a little late summer. Just a little.
It technically is still summer.
That's true. It is
yes,
technically still summer.
It is technically
okay,
still
good
summer.
thing we've got the technicality.
Yes.
Got to throw that
Police
in there.
over here.
Shaping up to be the hottest September on record, so we'll see how it goes with these warm temperatures.
I kind of feel like that summer really wasn't that hot. We didn't have any.
We had like a consistent summer. Like I feel.
I would agree with that.
Where there wasn't like tons of spikes up and down. It was just like consistently.
I liked it.
Nice.
I enjoyed that summer.
We had that warm spell, and then it cooled down a little bit just to give us a little bit of a refresh,
a little taste of fall,
and then warming right back up. But it's going to be warm here for a little while. It doesn't look like it's going to hit 70 or in the 70s until next week. So
nice. Farmers can work on their fields.
Still gonna be mowing lawn. I'm just waiting for that moment when you're like, you know what? We don't have to mow anymore for a while.
No.
Yeah.
You don't have any children to mow the lawn, do you?
I do, but he went like grew up and stuff, and now he has responsibilities and jobs and stuff. And now I feel bad saying, hey, you worked all day and then you went to school. I mean, he left the same time I did this morning at 4:30, goes to work, and then he works till 3:30, and then he goes to Northeast Asphalt.
Good
he works in the shop at Northeast Asphalt.
Oh goodness, talk about heat.
Yeah. Yeah. There's smellier days than others when he comes home, but he goes there till 3:30, and then he goes to the tech and goes to school till 9:30 every day. Ooh. So now it's like, hey man, you want to mow the lawn? I'm like, I not even on my worst day am I going to ask him at this point. I'm just like, what? No, I got to mow the lawn.
Totally understand.
No, I'm not going to bust his chops, but yeah, we rolling through here our Monday morning. Did you guys have a good weekend?
Fabulous.
What'd you do?
I kind of hung out on Saturday with Tommy for a little bit.
Yeah, we did some stuff, and it was I didn't do nothing weekend. It was fantastic.
That's fantastic. Thanks for inviting me.
To nothing.
Where's their off button? All right. Roxanne, step in here. New co-host.
Bring her in.
She wants to hang out with me.
We need new blood.
And then yesterday I went to downtown Menasha for the weather vane. I did not know that it would be such a long wait.
The weather vane is no joke.
And I didn't know that they had a bar that you could wait in.
Then she would have been okay with the wait.
Oh,
I'm like, next time they should tell us, well, you can wait in the bar. I'd be like, oh, where is it?
The Sunday brunch there is awesome.
But it's not apparent when you walk in the front door for the first time.
Just kids, no parents?
It was just me and my sister.
But
I don't get it.
parent,
Huh?
clear,
It wasn't
Noticeable.
a parent.
a
Nope.
parent, not a parent, but a parent.
Sorry.
It's apparent that you did not know that there was a bar there because you
And
didn't have any
apparently there is a bar.
drinks.
I've been there several times and I've never knew there was a bar there.
No, see,
Really?
Thank you.
I didn't
Yeah.
know there was a bar there.
What?
either. I have no idea.
Okay,
I'm
I
learning.
hope the weather vane is listening. They need to have a better client experience when people are walking to the
Like,
door.
when you walk in, you get a
Oh,
mimosa.
snap.
Oh,
saying.
that's a good idea.
Right.
Yeah,
Says the man who doesn't drink mimosas.
That's true.
but he's happy for everyone else that does.
Absolutely. Have a.
You can have a virgin mimosa.
That's true. Just some glass of.
Just his
as
orange
a-
juice.
AKA a glass of orange juice. I'm okay with a glass of OJ and some Sprite.
I'm gonna order. Next time I want orange juice, I'm gonna ask for a virgin mimosa.
I love Weather Vane though. They put on a
Oh.
major feed bag. Holy cow! A lot
It's
of
so
good food.
cute.
it's
down there.
It's so good. They got good snacks, and there's always a wait. Always, every
Yes.
Sunday morning, there's people always waiting outside.
Well, I don't know. Does Menasha have him? You got Third Street Diner. What other breakfast places do you have around there?
There's not a ton, but they got good breakfast,
I sure do.
and they got really good. Bloody
Jessica
Marys
said that
once
they're
you find
known
one.
for their mimosas.
Oh,
Really?
For those that know that there's a bar.
right. And
Well,
guess
more
Jessica
people will
does.
know
so
now.
salty about this. I'm like, yeah, we've known about that for years. Where have you guys been? Anyway, all right. So thanks for checking in with us here this morning. Let's jump into some birthdays here real quick. Like if it is indeed your birthday today, happy birthday. Thank you so much for sharing a couple minutes with us here this morning. You're sharing it with the likes of, and this is going to be one of those days. We've said this. By the way, not show 91. Just
91 in a row.
91 shows.
Fantastic.
Just saying, 91. That's a lot.
It is a lot.
Remember when we were on like 3?
Yes.
Remember that?
Yeah.
How many shows do you
That was
have to have
crazy.
before you stop keeping track?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Okay.
Yeah, not enough. But I've said it a million times.
Ed
There's
Bagley.
days where there are no famous people born, and then there are days where it's like, okay, if you were born today, there's a real good chance that you're going to be a famous person.
What
And
day is it?
Today is one of those days.
Okay.
Today's
Famous
one of those
per-
days. We got
is
a
it
lot of famous people today.
Famous people.
Yeah,
today?
Ed Bagley Jr., 75 years old. He's one of
Wow.
my old school favorites.
Yes.
He's one of those those you grew up with him. Still hangs in there. He's fun. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
No, I'm just waiting for. I was going to
Oh,
say
I thought-
he reminds me like a teacher or a principal.
You
Yes.
gotta,
He gives me the
yes.
principal vibe.
100%. 100%. Mickey Rourke, 72. That guy is weird.
That's rough. He's a
Weird
road
dude
road
and
run-
rough.
rough
Do you
road.
think that's his real hair? It looks like a wig or
I-
a wiglet.
But
I
the
don't
beautiful
know.
part about this is the way he was born. He's had no work done. This is exactly.
You don't
what-
think so? Look at that upper lip. I feel like that's been injected.
Oh, are you
with
kidding me? Look
something.
at that forehead. He's all forehead. If you
I
buff that
would-
out, you could have a mirror.
I
I
wish
do
I had
like
a
his
fo-
hair, though. I am jelly of the hair.
Are you? You
No,
should get
no.
extensions.
I don't need hair. I don't need it.
Extensions?
You should get in. Yeah, you should get extensions.
Don't you need something there to extend? That's my problem.
Chris with
There's nothing
dreadlocks.
there.
Can you imagine Chris with dreadlocks?
Yes, I can. I can very much so.
See, that'd be awesome.
David
Oh,
Copperfield.
David Copperfield.
He's 68. Molly Shannon is 60. Amy Poehler, capital M there in the name, 53. So a few birthdays there. Flo Rida.
Ooh.
Flo Rida, 45.
I saw him at the.
Was he in Green Bay?
He was in Green Bay. We sponsored it, and so we got like right up front, and he.
Oh, that was last year.
No, it was several. It was about 5 years ago. But you want to
Was
know
it?
what he did? He
Was it?
demanded an extra $10,000 before he would take the stage, and he was holding out until he came up there. So
That's
Wasn't
kind of
this more
dirty.
recent than
So
that?
you had a contract with him, and he wouldn't go on stage.
it, wa-
without-
it wasn't my contract. It was with the radio station.
That's dirty.
Mhm.
That's totally dirty.
Yeah.
My first date with Becky, David Copperfield. We took her because when he came to the PAC, I took her to see him.
20 years ago.
Yes.
Were you
Actually,
trying to get her to
probably was-
disappear or what?
Oh, ow, snap.
Can we put her in that box, please?
Cut her in half.
Actually, if she came here, she would just wipe the walls with all of us.
So yeah, again, if it's your birthday, happiest of days to you. Thanks for celebrating with us a little bit here on National Guacamole
I
Day.
love
Ooh,
guacamole.
Tableside guacamole.
We've talked about that before. I think we all love that.
I love it.
Yeah, fantastic stuff.
Tipsy taco.
Working Parents Day.
A parent.
It's a parent.
Didn't
It's Parents Day. Yeah.
There she goes. Now she's
Now
on.
she's caught on. It's Monday. It's Monday, dude. She's only halfway through that cup of coffee. Gotta give her a minute. By the way, Bedrock Coffee Roasters, sipping on some of that this morning in the cup. Delicious. The room smells like it. Roxanne, does it smell delicious in here? But that's Tommy.
Makes me
Actually,
real
that's
hungry.
Tommy that you smell. That's not the coffee. Step Family Day today.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
blended
Nice.
families.
Step
Clifford
families
families
do
blended.
this. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, congrats. there,
National
and happy-
Play-Doh Day?
It's National Play-Doh
I
Day.
want. Can you smell it? Like,
Yes,
can you
yes, that
smell it?
smell.
Taste it.
Oh,
Come on,
I've
who hasn't
tasted it.
eaten
I
it?
have. It's
We
so
all
good.
eat it, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You have to try the Play-Doh.
We all. Yep.
Yeah.
I was throwing that out there. As soon as that came out of my mouth, I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna be the only one that says yes. And then you both were right there.
You're like, oh,
Love you
yeah.
guys. I
Little
didn't
nummy
count on you.
Play-Doh.
That's my people.
Oh yeah. Cinnamon Raisin Bread Day.
Oh, gotta stop off at the bread Smith next
Cinnamon
door and
raisin
pick up
bread.
some on the way home.
Cinnamon toast.
Oh,
Toast that up with a little butter on there. That's right
Yummo.
on my face.
Yeah.
Gotta love that stuff. So a few national days, some birthdays there. As we move through our Monday morning here again, we got our weather taken care of. Carrie, news and events. Are you good to go?
Let's
Let's
go.
hear it.
Let's go. So Packers with a big win yesterday, which
Hey,
right.
woo!
So that was unexpected, kind of, when nobody knew what was going to happen.
What do you
When
mean unexpected?
well, nobody knew. You know, I think
Well,
people
of
were.
course nobody knows.
I think people were
I
going
mean-
in with the expectation that it was very likely we could lose, you know, because there was our starting quarterback wasn't there, and the quarterback that we had he just came to the team two weeks ago.
That was
Yeah.
pretty crazy. I mean, I
So-
thought he did marvelous.
great.
But you
He
want to
did
know
great.
who
Our
did
running back
marvelous?
was amazing.
No, it was Matt LaFleur. He did great play calling. If you think about the plays,
Well, all right then. Let's hear
Yeah,
this.
let's talk
Ms.
about
Gore,
Dream,
let's talk
Mr.
about
Dreamboat
this.
Mac LaFleur.
Okay.
Ah,
but
Dream-
think,
she's gonna see that.
Matt, Matt, your play call is amazing. Oh, call another play for me, Matty.
Coach, call me in.
Put me in, coach. Oh, Matt.
okay, now I'm really getting red.
I'm ready to play.
What is
Oh,
that T-shirt
goodness.
that's out there that says our coach is hotter than yours?
yes. There's lots of that float around.
No, but
Did you
I
get
mean,
one?
but I think that's one of the genius things with Matt, and you know, he didn't get that a lot with Aaron Rodgers, and I think that's why Jordan Love did so well last year, because Matt is a genius and he's calling great plays, and he did it again. You think about it. This kid, I say kid because they're like my kids' age, you know, they really are.
They're kids.
He is, you know, he comes into a brand new system, doesn't know anything, and boom,
Mhm.
he's at the home opener for the Green Bay Packers on display. And, you know, that's what a good coach does. A good coach is going to make the
No,
calls.
you're right. You're absolutely right.
and
He,
Yeah.
pull
he
that
looked
off.
like he
sure.
had been. He looked like he was a seasoned professional.
right.
He really did.
He
And
did.
He stepped up. He made his
Can
mom
you
proud. That's
imagine
for
the
sure.
Nerves, though. Can you imagine, like oh my God, what am I about to do?
Right.
I'm about to run out into Lambeau Field, Sunday game day,
Right.
home opener.
Home opener.
Oh my God!
Not an empty seat in
I
the
mean, I'm
place,
getting-
and everybody's looking.
I
And
got the
everybody's looking at
goosebumps
me.
going.
That's right. No pressure, kid. But
No
you're
pressure.
on.
Same thing with. Well, did you hear about the center? Did you watch the
That he threw
interview?
up?
That he threw up.
Yeah.
On the ball.
Yeah. They're like, why didn't you take the ball?
Coach
He's like,
asked him.
Yeah.
Coach asked him. He said, "Why didn't you throw the ball? It was a pass play." He's like, "There was throw up on the ball. The center
Oh.
puked on the ball."
Really? He got so nervous.
I don't know why, but he did. He threw up on the ball. That's why the play didn't happen the way it was supposed to. I thought, oh my God.
so I don't know. It was fun. It was an entertaining game.
It sure was.
Played well. It, you know,
Lot of
exceeded
strategy.
expectations, but I think, you know, at the core of it was great. You know, there's a great team that we have here. It's young, it's energetic, you know, great coaching staff. It's-
Little interception action, little use of the red flag, little use. I mean, it was kind of fun. It was a
Yeah.
fun game to
Lots going
watch.
on. Just the NFL season off to a strong start and last month. Tua, though, I don't know if
Tua,
you're like
yeah,
if
yeah.
you're, you know, that's kind of sad. My brother's a huge Dolphins fan.
yeah.
And Tua, the quarterback for the Dolphins,
Got his bell
himself-
wrong again, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for like the fourth time.
Yeah.
it's
It could
bad.
be.
He
could-
needs to be done. He
Yeah.
100% he's.
You think
he's
it's
not
a
gonna-
career ending? You think it's career ending?
Dude, his last one was a career-ending one, and he kept going. But
Yeah.
he cannot keep doing this, or it's going to be bad. I don't know
That's-
I don't think he's going to make it through concussion protocol, to be honest. I think the only reason if he does skate through that, is money.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it, because they're going to owe him a lot of money. He's got a lot of guaranteed bucks coming in. If
Poor guy.
they can't
Poor
clear
guy.
him, then he's done, and they still owe him a lot of money.
Well,
So, I can see that becoming a part of it. But
what's this quality of life? Is he just going to be sitting in a corner drooling the rest of his life because he's had his bell rung so many times?
he's definitely going to get to that point for sure. Absolutely.
Ugh.
I mean, it wasn't that big of a hit. It was a hit. But I mean, it wasn't like a massive
But everybody knows
smash in
that's
the
his
head.
weak spot. Everybody knows, and they're going to go after him.
Yeah, but
Not good.
he
Not good
did.
at all.
And it's to watch him though when he does it, to get like he gets all like rigor mortis, like that is so scary to see his hands like lock up and like he's not there right now. He's checked out for a second.
Ugh.
Super scary. Not worth it, man.
No,
Wrap
I
it up.
agree.
You did well while you were there, but
I agree. So Timber Rattlers had a playoff game and they actually advanced to the championship.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they had record
Nice.
attendance. The Timber Rattler fans are all excited about it. So kind of fun. I mean, literally in
Good
our
for the Timber
backyard,
Rattlers.
right?
Good for the Timber Rattlers.
Yeah. And we got the Brewers have been kind of on a little bit of a losing streak, but they're going to be playing October
yes,
baseball
they will.
for
Mhm.
sure.
Mhm.
So that's pretty fun. So a couple sad things to bring up. I don't like going
Oh,
here, but they're kind of major that I think we have to talk about. But they did confirm that their remains were that of Elijah Vu, that
Right.
little 3-year-old boy that's been missing for so long. So
Some closure for the family.
yeah, I think so. I think that's
and for the
important.
community, just
Right.
for the Northeast Wisconsin, for the world. That
People
it's
put a lot of
big
time and
thing.
energy.
There's a lot of
Right.
people that are invested in this and want to
Yeah.
know what's going on.
Right.
And
There's a story there that we probably will never know, or maybe
Correct.
someday we will. But
Very
it's-
sad. Very sad.
It's very sad, very sad. And then
where were those? I'm sorry, where were the remains found?
it wasn't too far from the house.
No, it was in an area that had already been that they'd looked previously.
They
but
looked previously, but it was just so massive, and they went back and looked there again, and that's when they found them. So
Super sad.
I know.
Yeah, very sad.
And then we're really sad to hear about the crash that happened at WIR over the weekend.
Right. Someone got ejected
Yeah.
from their vehicle and lost their life. That's not
yes.
good
Well, they
either.
weren't supposed to be out there, right?
I don't know the
or
story
were
behind.
they?
I don't know the story
Was it?
behind it.
I
Oh, yeah,
thought,
I don't. I
yeah,
just caught a snippet, and I thought it was like somebody was out there that wasn't supposed to be or something. But
yeah,
either way, it's super sad.
yeah, it is. It's extremely sad. So, yeah.
But into that being said, though, think about how many years it's been there and doing its thing, and it's not had. I don't remember anything like that happening. I don't remember any fatalities or
I
bad
don't either. Not off the top of my
accidents.
head, but
so.
it's still
Considering what they're doing there,
Correct. I mean, in the
It's-
motorsport industry, there's a lot of potential.
absolutely,
for sure.
yeah,
For sure.
So,
Do you guys drink the water in Appleton?
Best
Yeah.
tasting water in Wisconsin.
In the yeah,
Yeah.
it's the best.
yeah, that's what we hear. I drink it.
I do too. Love
I
tap
drink it.
water.
Tap
Mm.
water.
Nina too.
You
I
know?
like Nina's water.
Well, it won an award, so
That's right.
like, yay!
We live in an award-winning Appleton, Wisconsin.
Award-winning tap water, Appleton, Wisconsin.
That's right. In the drunkest city,
Mhm.
That's
tap water better be good.
Yeah, the ice is good. Beetlejuice 2 is continuing to rack up some money
Yes,
in the
they
box.
are. They're really
box
killing
office.
it.
So up to $263 million
That's it.
in the second week.
I wonder how much money it has to make to break even with all the marketing they did. It's
Oh,
gotta
it's
be.
got to be. They got to be covered. Right? And just in the endorse or the
The 263 million was its second week haul-in, not total. Overall.
just from watching the movie.
Yeah.
Not all of the stuff that's the Beetlejuice
Yes.
stuff that's.
I mean, that's the
being
whole
sold
truth.
now.
There's major marketing.
The
behind
Hey
it.
Dudes, the Beetlejuice Hey,
Hey
Dudes.
Dudes.
I
Big
Big
didn't
glow in
get
the
it,
dark.
but
Did you get Beetlejuice Hey Dudes?
I'm gonna.
No, no.
I'm gonna.
You
I have
should.
not. I have not.
Why?
No. I just get plain
You,
ones.
You would
of
probably
course
be-
you.
You would be a good Beetlejuice for like Halloween.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Or
I think
Batman.
so.
Well, everybody and their mom is going to be Beetlejuice this year. I like to be unique.
Okay.
You're gonna be like a sexy police
Why
officer.
you gotta sound so sad?
Because I want you to
Fine,
be
I'll do
Beetlejuice.
it.
Okay, thanks.
God. Only if Tommy wears Crocs.
He will never wear Crocs.
Well, then you don't have to
Beetlejuice
worry about
Crocs?
being Beetlejuice then.
That is funny. Did you hear the rumor?
What?
You didn't hear it?
No.
Rumor Willis.
No.
What?
Ben Affleck and J-Lo were spotted holding hands and brunching with the
Oh
kids.
my God.
word. Stop it with my emotions.
I know it's.
On
I
and
can't
off
take
and on
it.
and on and on.
I know.
You want
right?
to know something? You want to hear
What?
the news? I'm still single.
Surprise.
There's no
I'm so surprised. I can't.
I
morning, Rosie.
I thought J-Lo was
Morning,
coming.
Mike.
Wasn't J-Lo going to come into town for you? And
She was. Yeah, had a thing.
No, she swiped left.
All right, Roxanne. Let's get to Roxanne.
Let's
here.
go to Roxanne. Let's go to something positive here. Let's talk about.
I got
her.
one last
What
thing.
else?
Oh,
There
here.
was a record-breaking charcuterie board in Texas. How heavy do you think it was?
100 pounds.
100 pounds?
No, I'm going to say 2,000 pounds.
It was 1,000 pounds.
Half a ton of charcuterie.
Yes.
That's a lot of cheese.
Can you imagine assembling that?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
And what
Serious.
kind of
That stuff,
audience
though.
would eat that? It's like a wedding?
I could take out a few pounds of that.
I think I
I
love
got no problem.
I love charcuterie boards.
Load it up, baby.
Yeah.
Bring it on. Make it all pretty.
Little cheese, little
Yeah.
crack. Why do they call it charcuterie? It's just cheese and crackers.
Because
Because
it's
there's
not
more than cheese,
cheese
and
and
crackers.
crackers.
There's olives and there's figs and
There's dips.
and dips and
dips.
cheeses and
Okay.
little
Yeah.
I just don't know
snacky
where the word
poos.
charcuterie came from. That seems like a big word for just like a plate of crap.
you
Just
say
snack
it very well. Too.
Doritos.
Charcuterie.
When it first came out, I could not say it at all. So
I don't
I
think
had,
anybody could. to be honest with you. I think we all
Like
struggled for
you
a
go to
minute.
like draft. It's $20 to throw some cheese and crackers on there and some olives. $20.
Oh my god,
Those are
Captain
expensive.
Cheapo
That
over
thing's-
here, for God's sakes.
well, you get your candied nuts
God.
and you get your little
You
hoodie.
go to Aldi, man. You go to Aldi. It's the
Oh,
place
Aldi.
to build your
Yeah.
charcuterie board. They got it ready to go.
They,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
That
they
back
have little
cooler,
packs.
You just start one end, go to the other. You got yourself a whole.
I
board.
love Aldi. I'm an Aldi
And
fan.
they've got out right now the 4-pack of this little jellies and stuff.
Oh, that's the
Ooh,
best.
They're
Who
really
doesn't
good.
love delicious jams? and
You know what I
jellies?
bought? I bought little like little jam spreaders for my charcuterie board.
Yeah.
Of
Oh,
course you
so-
did, because you
so
need
good.
to have jam spreaders.
You have to put cream cheese and then
Yeah.
some jam
Yeah.
and get a nice little
Sure,
spreader.
sounds
Hey,
so.
my
fancy
sister once
schmancy.
made a-
You just go over there and drink your non-alcoholic mimosa, and we'll throw.
That's
we'll
hilarious.
crackers
That's the
away.
funniest thing I've
You
heard all
just
in a
chill
long
out.
time.
My sister made a charcuterie board Bloody Mary bar. So the charcuterie board was all the different fixings that you could put in a Bloody Mary. But if you didn't want the Bloody Mary, then you could just eat the fixings. But yeah, there was it was.
I'll take
actually-
both.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
Load me up, please.
All right, so moving on to events today and tomorrow, they have this little thing called Sunset Sips at Heritage Hill. So they serve wine right at sunset at Heritage Hill in Green Bay, which I think would be really fun to kind of
Fun.
go to.
We got to
Right?
sip it.
Yeah, well,
At sunset.
I
Sips.
I
Just
saw
sip
a
it.
wine glass and on there it said sippy cup.
That's funny.
I know, I thought that was funny. So, Village of Little Shoot is having their annual wine walk. The Broadway Farmers Market down in Green Bay, which I love that farmers
It
market.
is a great place
That's
to go.
one of my
Absolutely,
one of my
100%.
favorite ones.
Mhm.
On Friday at Houdini Plaza, they are having their free outdoor movie night. So
Ooh.
they're showing Wonka.
Oh,
So I've never been to that at Houdini. I didn't know that they did that. I just
And
saw
that's
that.
kind of cool. Put up a big. I did went to a big movie thing once at the Tech. They put a huge screen up and you tuned in the radio on it, and we watched a movie at the Tech, which was kind of
Oh,
cool.
that's cool.
In the
Fun.
parking lot.
Yeah.
That's
fun.
kind of fun. You can
Yeah.
just bring your sleeping bag and pillow down to Houdini Plaza and just
Yeah.
watch a movie.
Yeah,
I'm
I
down with
think
that.
I think that's pretty cool. Saturday downtown Menasha, they're having their harvest festival. Oshkosh is having Oshtoberfest. Oh, I said it right. I thought I was gonna screw it up.
October.
Oshtoberfest.
Good job.
Isn't that good?
So proud of
Fun.
That's
herself.
a good word.
October.
Oshtober. Kind of like
Oshtober.
what was the word you made up about me today? Curiosity.
Curiosity.
I
Yeah.
like
Yep.
that. I gotta remember that.
Curiosity.
We'll get that on the
Very curiosity. And then they got Parktoberfest in Greenville.
Oh my gosh, so
I
much fun
know.
stuff happening.
There's so many
Mhm.
fall fun things that are happening. And
Yep.
then of course we have the Oktoberfest in downtown Appleton coming up on September 28th. You can learn all about that on our website, newlivingnow.com. Go to our events page and we'll have all your connections there.
Very good. Nice job, lady. Let's chat with you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the show. We appreciate you coming in here, Roxanne Knutson. Dreammaker Destinations.
Yes, and I'm going to be at Crafttoberfest
Where's that?
in October 5th in Green Bay. All craft beers, things to drink.
Ooh.
Plan your vacation.
Oh.
Fabulous.
Very cool.
She has some of these brochures that she dropped off. Oh,
I wanna
man.
go
Yeah,
to
let's go there.
Alaska.
Whatever that place is on the cover of that magazine
Oh,
right
where
there.
is
Let's go
that?
there.
Was that Puerto Rico? Kind of looks like.
Oh, hold on, I want to see one of those.
Mm,
That's
no,
what I want
That's
to see.
not Puerto Rico. That's somewhere in the Bahamas, probably.
Was it?
Yeah.
That means we got to get our passport dialed in.
You don't
I'm
need a
good to go.
passport on a cruise.
It is highly, highly recommended. What if you get hurt when
So
you're on an
there.
excursion and you break your ankle and you can't walk?
Which is exactly what
Then
would
you got to
happen me.
fly home if you don't have your passport.
Oh, that would be no
You're going to
good.
be walking home.
That would be no good.
Not
No
really.
bueno.
Well, welcome to the studio. Thank you for taking some time this morning and
Thank
hanging
you.
out with us. And,
Thanks for inviting
so you're also a fellow real estate agent.
Yep.
So we're both slinging the houses. How's that
Mhm.
business going for you?
Well, I got one accepted offer this weekend.
Yes.
One not
Congratulations.
accepted. Oh,
Very cool.
again in second place. And
All been there.
a listing closed.
Very
Oh, that's
cool.
good.
Well,
Congratulations. That's
Thank you.
fantastic.
Glad to see things are rolling along
Mhm.
with that. But you're here to talk about vacations
Travel.
and what you got going on. How long you been doing this?
So I started in travel, got my certificate, licensed and bonded in October last year.
Good for you.
Okay.
Mhm.
Very cool. What drew you to that? How did you end up there?
Well, I love to travel. I've traveled all my life. My parents took us on a lot of road trips. I'm not so much a road trip person myself anymore. I just want to get there. Just put me
Sure.
on an airplane and get me there.
Sure.
Get this vacation started. So I really like the part of gifting memories. You can't make memories without doing something, you can't make memories just sitting around doing nothing. And I think that's a huge thing. Your home is where you live and you make memories in your home. It's a huge part of your life when you first buy your first house and your next house and so on and so forth. And a huge part of life is making memories, because what do we leave
Yeah.
behind?
Yeah.
We don't leave behind. We leave behind all of our things and our crap for everyone else to deal with. But
Right.
if I'm going to spend a couple $1,000s, for something tangible that I'm not going to get to use later on when I'm
Right.
gone, I really like building memories with family members and everyone. So I personally like gifting the gift of memories and travel, and you get to experience things in your life and check out new places. I prefer to travel on cruise ships. I have never done a backpacking trip. I don't know that I could withstand that,
Mhm.
but some people do, and I think that's great. It's
Mhm.
amazing ways to see the world, and there's
I
so
guess that's
much
one
out
way to-
there.
Vacation?
What?
Yeah.
Backpacking?
So like, I'm gonna break a sweat.
It's not a vacation. If there's no air conditioning, it's not a vacation for me.
There's no-
Yeah. Where do we nap?
We got to have
Is there
aircon.
napping
I
on the
will-
trail?
I will say it. So
Hiking.
I'm a big cruiser and
Mhm.
I sleep like a baby
Oh,
on
yeah.
a cruise ship
Oh, yeah.
because I think it's like gently rocking you to sleep every night.
And
And
it's
Yeah.
that reason that I don't go on them.
I need to go on a cruise ship. I've
However-
never been on a
Nope.
cruise. Never.
Oh,
Me
we'll
neither.
Need
have
to
to
go.
get you on a
Oh
cruise.
yeah, I want to take my.
I know
bride.
an agent that can help you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We'll get you on the ship in midship on a low deck so that that's the most calmest
Stable.
area. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But on my last cruise, my husband and I took the Enchanted Princess out the East Coast and up into Canada. And when we got to the middle of the night heading to Bar Harbor, Maine, and I woke up because all I heard were honk and like series of the cruise ship's horn blasting. And I'm like, what is going on? It was like every 2 minutes. And I'm like, what's going on? You couldn't see a thing outside.
Foghorn.
Super foggy. You couldn't see past your hand, like out in front
Oh
of you.
my
guys.
god,
Oh,
that's
man.
terrifying.
We
I,
went
I
out-
just got like this. I'm sweating already. Like that makes me so nervous.
But think about it.
But they have radar.
Do they need to
knew.
Oh, I
see?
know. What?
Really? Do they really need to see? Just like airplanes in the sky,
I get
they're
it.
in clouds.
I get
So they have all this high tech navigation, and there were 2 mornings. It was Bar Harbor,
that.
Maine, and St. John Bay of Fundy area in Canada.
Okay.
So those were both very, very foggy. And we had to take a tender boat in St. John. So
Cool.
then you can't even see the tender boats coming in, and you're like, oh, there's a boat. Now I can see it. It's like right there.
And what's a
And-
tender boat for those of us who are not seaworthy people?
So when
Yeah.
the ship can't get all the way into
Oh.
the dock,
Got it.
or if maybe there is no dock to port there, it's too shallow or something, then they dock out, they anchor, and they have stabilizers, and they keep the boat really stable. And so then you go down to the lower deck on the gangway, and you get on a smaller boat.
Like the feeder. This is like the
Yeah.
timber rattlers of boats.
Yeah.
It's not the major leagues. It's a
Yeah.
minor league. Okay, that makes sense. That makes.
But still a good time while you're on it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You have your.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I love about cruising is that you wake up in the morning and you're in a different country.
Yeah.
And
Right.
you're just somewhere different, and then you get back on the boat, you take your nap, you go eat, drink, have fun. One of my favorite things to do on the cruise ship
What
is
is it?
at night in the back of the boat where everyone's out doing their thing. There's usually hot tubs at the back of the boat. So you're sitting on the back of the boat at night. You got the stars. You can
Oh my
see
gosh! I bet you it's
everywhere.
spectacular.
And then you can see the churning of like the propellers and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can just see the water movement. It's just enchanting. It's beautiful.
And if you're in the Caribbean and you're at night, you can look out your balcony, because of course the balcony cabin is the best. Like, you get to see the whole ocean. And when you look out down and see that turning the sea and the water, when you're going through the wake, and the
Mhm.
water's just moving, there are flying fish.
What?
Yes, the Caribbean has flying fish. So you watch out there and you just watch, and they kind of jump right out of the wake and they go,
Hmm.
and then you just see them plop in.
Hmm.
They look like teeny little flies
Do
because
they
you're
make
so
that
high
noise
up.
too? Do they make that shh noise? Do they
Yeah.
do that?
Yeah, I
They
think they
do.
do.
All right.
Tommy,
I'm just
please
kidding.
give us a
Tommy,
sound effect.
Can you?
Thank
Yes.
you.
Isn't the
Yeah.
darkness though on a ship kind of different? I mean, like when it
Yeah.
gets really dark, it's
Terrifying.
totally dark.
Terrifying
Yeah,
is the word I
It's
think you're
not
looking for.
terrifying.
So Chris, have you been cruising?
No, I won't. I've got a big group of people I travel with all the time, and they want to go on a cruise, and I'm like,
Becky
I'm
wants
sitting
me to
this
take
one
her on a
out.
cruise, Alaskan cruise. She wants to go on an
It's
Alaskan
okay.
cruise.
They
No.
have floaties for the kids.
I say,
So
no.
we'll give you
Floaties.
It's not the floating part. It's the giant animal that's waiting for us in the wake. It
Eh,
wants to eat us. That thing, the
They're-
Kraken that's out there,
Oh, the
ready to
Kraken.
take down the
Those
boat.
guys
Because
are way
Chris
in
is
the
so
deep
tasty, he's
depths of
worried
the
he's going to get
ocean.
Right.
Okay,
I am
we're-
delicious. I do not want to be a mid-ocean snack. I do not want to be a snack.
a charcuterie board
Yeah.
for somebody.
Right?
Here's a little Chris.
That's
right
Oh,
next to
wait.
the olives and the
Wait,
crackers.
no.
That's the ship. A
Cruise
giant
ship is
charcuterie
the
board is what it
giant
is.
It's a giant resort. floating
Charcuterie.
island
There
Taking
you
you
go.
to cool places.
Yeah.
Sounds fantastic.
I just
It
want to see the
really just-
entertainers.
The
Go see the
entertainment
shows.
is the shows
Phenomenal.
are phenomenal. Like some of the best comedy shows, it's
Oh, yeah.
phenomenal.
Just going and doing nothing, unplugging with my sweetheart.
You
sounds
don't
so much
have to
fun.
do anything.
Right.
Like you literally don't have to do anything.
You don't
Was
have to
it
cook.
weird?
You don't have to clean. You don't have to pick up. You don't have to do laundry.
You just have to not
And-
throw up when the water's rough and
There's
you get
there's
seasick.
pills for that.
We
You
got
get
a
I get
negative
the
Nelly over
patches.
here.
The other thing that's really cool about cruising is some of these ports are phenomenal. Like you don't even need to book excursions because
Yeah.
the ports.
I just love watching
themselves-
the pictures of the videos of all the people who missed their port coming back on
The
board.
pier runners.
Yes. I think
Those,
that's hilarious.
that's your entertainment. That's so free. You just sit out there in your balcony and you sit back and watch. Oh, there's a pier runner right there. Look at that.
Watched one of those videos popped up yesterday, and I was watching it, and the guy was freaking out. And come to find out, it was the wrong ship. He thought his was leaving, and it was the one he was standing next to. So everybody's laughing.
See, that right there
Oh.
means I don't want to get off the ship because getting back on, if I miss it, I would get anxiety, range anxiety. So I wouldn't
No.
even get off.
Yes.
No,
just
it's not like
100%.
that.
They tell you, they remind you there's a sign before you get off the ship.
And yeah, it's
Mhm.
it's
So
really
those guys
well.
are chronically late. They're not just they're pushing their luck and they're
Sure.
going to fly home.
Yeah.
Sure.
So if you just get off the ship and you just want to explore the port right there, you're so close. You're not going to miss the ship. If you get off the ship and you have an excursion booked, if it's booked with a third party that guarantees back to ship, or if it's booked with the cruise line, They will wait for you.
Yes, I was just gonna say, isn't
We
that
did
one
have
of
that happen at our last cruise recently, this last
So
August.
you know all the ins and outs. That's
Yeah.
that's why we need you as a friend.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
Absolutely.
pay your
Yeah.
friend dues now, and we're gonna become friends, and then
Yeah.
because she'll
And
help
that's
us.
why she's in business.
That's
what
exactly
she
right. She's
does.
helping us navigate the choppy waters. You see what I did there? Choppy
Yeah.
waters.
Ooh, you are so good.
I know.
But I would
Really-
imagine, I mean, it's that time of year where people are gonna start booking their stuff because obviously spring, early part of the year is when all the vacations are really happening, right? So I would
Yeah.
suppose now is the deals are out and it's
Oh, there's
it's
so many
sometimes
deals.
hard to find those deals and not sure what you get with it. And that's really where your value comes in, is you know what's in the mix. You
I know
what you
that
throw
I know
in.
the deals that are coming, the deals that are ahead, the deals that are last minute deals that are happening right now. Like you want to go on a cruise for Christmas, I can set you up. Even for that soon.
Really?
Little
You got to
Christmas
have a
cruise.
passport first, though.
Oh,
really,
sure.
it's highly recommended.
I got my
again.
passport. I
Closed
got one of
loops cruises, you do not technically have to have a passport because it's closed loop. If you start and end at the same port.
Oh.
Even though you're getting off of the ship
Yep.
You
yes,
in other places.
Mhm.
yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
The you're also Disney
Yep.
travel specialist, right? You've
Yes.
done some work with Disney, and
Mhm.
so talk a little bit
So
about
is that
that.
like a special certification?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to take the classes with Disney.
Oh, you got to
So
take
not
classes.
only do you take classes to get your travel agent certificate license, then the travel company you're with licenses you, bonds you, and provides insurance.
Oh.
So I'm insured, licensed, bonded to sell travel. I get all the deals with the suppliers. You make good friends with the suppliers, and then they tell you everything that's coming up.
Oh,
And they help you with different sales. I have a destination wedding coming up early next year for they're going to be in Cancun.
ooh, fun.
Yep. And then the Disney in particular has lots of deals, little deals that you wouldn't even think about when you go there. So I make sure that you know all the ins and outs, right? And Disney's changing things all the time.
Sure.
Like it's
a
hard to
racket.
keep
Disney's
up
a racket.
sometimes.
They just want to take your money. It's just a racket.
This is, I mean,
They should change their prices and make it cheaper, more affordable.
yeah, you know, not too long ago when we were little kids, it was like $25 to go to Disney.
Wow.
Yeah, a ticket.
You can't even park at Disney for $25.
No.
I think it is at $25.
Yeah. Thank God I've never had to pay for that.
Yeah.
But
But now if you are staying at the Disney property and you want to drive down, you can do that. You don't have to pay parking anymore.
Oh.
When you're staying on the property at a resort. However, you can totally do it without driving down or renting a car too.
Sure.
So
My-
cruises and Disney aside, we can
Mhm.
you still got places for us if we
Oh
just
my
want to
gosh.
hop on a plane and
all inclusive,
Yeah.
you betcha.
yeah. Is there a hot spot right now that that everybody seems to want to go?
There's a lot of people are kind of telling me not Cancun because they've all been there. A lot of
Right.
people have been there. I have an Aruba vacation booked. I have a St. Lucia vacation booked.
I've been to both of those places.
Yep, they're fabulous. The best place I ever did ziplining was in St. Lucia.
Mm.
Zip lining.
Did you
Yeah,
do
in the
the-
rainforest?
Did you
like,
do the mud bath where you like
I have to go back to do that.
to put the mud all over you
In
in the
St. Lucia?
volcano?
Yeah.
Is that what
No,
that was?
need to
You
do that.
literally
It kind of looked like the
is-
Macarena, to be honest with you.
she did.
She was totally doing the Macarena over
She
here.
did.
because you literally like you
You can put the mud,
Mud
all
all
over
over.
you. Yeah. I'm totally doing that next time I go there.
I like it's probably their sewer system and we think it's
Oh,
Oh, she
natural.
went there. She went there.
she did. There's our poop plug.
oh yeah,
Good job,
Ding.
Gary.
episode 91,
Gotta hit it.
37 minutes in.
What about have you ever been to the Maldives?
I have not
Ooh.
been to the Maldives. My mother has been.
Delicious.
Maldives are like way out in the middle of I don't know what ocean it's called because I didn't do a geography class recently. But yeah, it's out in I think the Indian Ocean.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
Way up
Indian
there.
because
Yeah.
it's south of India.
Yeah.
So here's a question for you.
Mhm.
Is there a better time to get a better day of the weeks to fly to get cheap airfare?
Yes. Tuesdays.
Fly out on Tuesdays or just anytime on a Tuesday, like Tuesday to Tuesday?
Yeah. That's what I recently did.
Okay.
When I took my son, my 11-year-old, to Disney in June, we did Tuesday to Tuesday because I'm not set by anybody else's schedule. I
Right.
can go when it works for me,
Right.
and so I did a little bit of researching myself. And there's a cool email you can get. It's called Daily Drop.
Hmm.
That's an email that anyone can get, and it will tell you some of the airfare deals and stuff going on.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
The Daily Drop.
We got ourselves recently locked into Mazatlan. We're gonna go
Ooh,
Mazatlan this year.
cool.
Ooh,
Yeah,
fun.
convinced- They really wanted to do the
When are you going?
the cruise.
aren't you in March?
March 4th, I believe. It's a Tuesday.
There you go. Mhm.
But yeah, it's excited.
miss you
about that.
already.
Cabo is my favorite place.
You're gonna be gone for like a whole week.
I'll be gone for a whole week.
Oh,
Yeah, trying
man.
to talk Care Bear into going. There's always room. Tommy, take this show on the road.
Well, I do get good deals and discounts for group travel.
Do you?
When certain resorts, when you have so many rooms booked, they will give some extra deals. So I always do that for my wedding couples when they have destination weddings, things like that.
Sure.
I make sure to get as much going so that the couple can get a free room
Oh, that's
for their
awesome.
entire stay.
You're a
Very
wheeler
cool.
and dealer.
And
Oh,
those
yeah.
honeymooners, man, they get treated like royalty.
Oh yeah,
I feel like every
Good.
place I go, the honeymooners.
Good.
I have
like,
a
what am I
bunch
gonna
of
do to fake
honeymoons.
this?
The next honeymoon couple I have going is in November.
Nice.
Okay.
They're going to a really awesome resort in Jamaica.
Okay.
I've tried to go to Jamaica 3 times and it's gotten canceled or something bad
Oh,
has
no.
happened.
gosh.
Mhm.
That's where my parents went on their honeymoon, Montego Bay.
You know where I went on my honeymoon? Disney World.
You want to know where I went? I didn't. I haven't.
I've had 2
Never.
honeymoons.
Have you?
Oh. Yeah.
My first husband passed away, but that's okay. So we went to an all-inclusive in 2004 that is no longer.
Really?
It's like wiped off the face of the planet.
What
Is it a
happened?
hurricane?
It's
or
a
something?
palace resort, and it was absolutely gorgeous. And I had over the last several years, I have tried to find it. And a few years ago, I found somebody that made a YouTube video on it and was like out there around. And there's locals that have kind of claimed the land. It's totally destroyed from a hurricane. So we were there October 2004, and that next year, or maybe it was just a few months later, there was a hurricane and it wiped out that entire resort, and they just never, the owners didn't do anything to fix it back up. So locals sort of claimed it and have like squatters or whatever
Sure.
Wow.
there, and they will shoot you if you're on what they call their land.
Oh, okay. Well, let's not.
So
Yeah.
we're not
Go
going.
there.
We're not
Yeah.
going there.
Nope,
Yeah.
not going there. I'm like, oh my gosh, it was so gorgeous. And then my husband now and I, we took a cruise for our honeymoon. And then we
Fabulous.
took a cruise for our 5-year anniversary, and our recent cruise was our 10-year anniversary.
Good for you.
So we
cool.
love cruising.
I love
Very cool.
cruising.
Mhm.
License to cruise.
But I need to take him to an all-inclusive because he's never experienced that before. So cruise is kind of like an all-inclusive.
I get so bored at the all-inclusive resorts. Like I've just done them so many times that I'm like it just
You're just
doesn't
like the
ex-
travel
it
queen.
doesn't excite me. Oh,
Is
yeah.
it the people that you're with though?
No, I mean, I like when I go traveling, I like to travel. Like I like to experience things. I like to
Oh,
go.
so you don't want to be sedentary. You want to go. You want to go.
I
on
want to
this-
like go. I want to explore. I want
wanna
to eat local
sit.
food. I want to
There
talk.
are a lot of excursions you can do at an all-inclusive.
I know, but and I agree.
Costa Rica has the most.
I believe that. But I'm not against the all inclusives, but now I like to go and if we're not going on a cruise, I like to just go rent a house, like a
Yeah.
VRBO, and have my own space. You know, I don't want to
Right.
be in the Seth pool where people are
Yeah.
drinking all day and nobody's
Yeah.
getting out of the water and you know what they're doing in there. Blech.
I'm not a huge fan of that either, even on the cruise ships.
I don't
I'm
know.
like, I mean, I'll sit in the hot tub once or twice, maybe, but all I can think of is how many kids have. I like to go to the adults only section of the
Mhm.
ship also.
Mm.
Then you're like, okay, maybe these adults hopefully haven't
Yeah,
Yep.
no, that's it's. I would
soiled
say
the
it's
water,
worse.
but
It's worse.
I have no comment. No comment on the
No
topic.
comment.
Yeah, worse.
Yeah.
Like swim up bars.
it kind of just.
You just drink enough so that you forget about it.
I know.
That's all you got to do is just get through a couple free drinks right away, and then you stop caring.
and
Well,
then
I'm
Go
you
over
saying-
to that little chicken shack and get yourself some snacks that they've been cooking for a while. It makes you so hungry. Go ahead.
Oh my god! It's like a big charcuterie board. You're like everywhere.
yeah, yeah.
Food everywhere. How do
100%.
people find you, Roxanne?
On Facebook.
Facebook.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Well, of course, we'll get you linked up with all of your stuff.
I know a
We'll-
lot of people,
Okay.
and yeah,
We'll get your
ask a friend.
information, and
they
we'll-
might
Ask
know
a
me.
friend.
Yeah, we'll get you. We'll get all of our information linked
Yep.
up in the description below, and we'll get you put up on the referred professionals page.
Thank
Put
you.
there on there at
Yeah.
newlivingnow.com,
Mhm.
so folks can find your information, and get in contact and get those vacations set up. Because, like I said, it's that time. I know we just booked
Yeah.
ours. Literally,
Spring break is coming
last
up.
week. I think we booked
Yeah.
a week and a half ago, something like that. So, it's definitely that time of year. Is it just those kinds
And-
of things? Do you do local? Do you,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. So
stuff
some
in the
people,
States?
I had a client last year for spring break that because of family dynamics, she wasn't allowed to take the kids out of the country,
Mhm.
but they still wanted a beach kind of experience. And I know of a wonderful beach on 30A in Florida, Panama City. It's a beautiful beach and a whole resort, and they have water slides for kids. They have a lazy river. The lazy river and pool is not heated, but the other pool that they have on site is heated. So like that would be where I'm at. I'm in the heated pool.
How fun is that?
Kids don't really care. They'll just jump in. It's water. They're going to jump in the water,
Sure.
Right.
whether
sure.
it's 40 degrees
Right.
or whatever. Because spring break can kind of be iffy in Florida sometimes with weather. Now, also in Puerto Rico, you do not need a passport to fly into Puerto Rico or any of the other U.S. Virgin Islands.
Mhm.
Okay.
So there's several options still. And if somebody really wants to stay in the States and they don't want to fly, I mean, there's options for that as well.
What about like little weekend getaway type stuff? Do you have leads on that kind of thing? We've
Oh, yeah.
got a Legion here now, which has got some great spots
They've
all
got,
across the country. Do you have little
Yeah.
leads on that kind of thing? If we want to go away for a weekend, leave
Yeah.
on a Thursday, come back on a Sunday.
Mhm.
You got that kind of stuff.
Yep. Of course, there's cruises that are like 3-day weekend cruises out of Florida. A lot
Oh
of
my
them out of
gosh.
Orlando.
Mhm.
Now, for me, flying all the way down there, unless you get a really good deal like on Allegiant, they don't fly into Orlando. They fly into Sanford Airport,
Mhm. Which
And
is
Allegiant
Orlando's
does.
where the cruise
which is
leave
about
from?
Port
No,
Canaveral.
Canaveral.
Yeah, but you would fly into Orlando to get to Port Canaveral. It's about 20-minute Uber ride.
Okay.
And then, but from Sanford Airport, it's about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you just have to know ahead and plan ahead.
Right.
So it's not that, and it's not that much for an Uber ride. I want to say it's maybe $60.
You're a wealth of knowledge.
And you can also
Absolutely.
rent a car. You can rent a car from Sanford Airport and drop it off at Port Canaveral. So you
Oh,
don't
that's
end up
kinda
paying for a
cool.
rental car the whole time you're gone.
That's a total smart service.
Even for a
That's
weekend.
smart.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Super smart. Well, cool. Lots of stuff there. We again, thank you so much for coming
Yeah,
in and
thanks
chatting
for
with us
having me here.
and laying that all out here. Roxanne Knudsen, Dreammaker Destinations. You want to go
Yes.
on vacation? She's the lady that's going to help you out with that. And of course, those details at newlivingnow.com. Check out the referral section. We'll have her information in there.
Yes.
So we'll get you dialed in. Thank you again for hanging out with us and sharing some of your stories.
Mm-hmm.
You two cats, you got anything else we want to talk about before we get this Monday rolling?
If you want a beach, just go to Plowman Park. That's a nice beach. No,
Yeah, just watch out for the goose shit.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Just watch where you're stepping.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not. There's lots of goose.
You're going to just go in the water and rinse it off.
I need to take my sweetheart on an all-inclusive. That's what I need to do.
Mhm.
I need to surprise her. Obviously, it's not a
Yeah.
surprise anymore, but
Surprise.
She doesn't watch. I mean, let's be
Surprise.
honest, Tommy. She doesn't watch what we got going
She's
on.
busy.
And I give gifts.
Oh,
gifts,
Yes.
closing
Do love
gifts.
Mhm.
Do love gifts.
Just like closing gifts. We give closing gifts.
Just like
I can't not give a gift. Like, hey, thanks for working with me and everything. So I like to give gifts.
right on.
virgin mimosas.
Virgin mimosa.
For you.
I
whole
got some
kit.
ready to go, buddy, in the fridge over here.
Boom.
Just picked them up a
Freshly
quick trip.
squeezed mimosas.
Darn straight. Darn straight. All right, guys. Well, let's wrap this up and get our day going, huh?
Sounds fabulous.
Thank you
Perfect.
so much
Thank
for
you for-
hanging out with us
thank you
here
so
this
much.
morning. We do appreciate the time. If it's your special day, happy birthday. Thank you so much. If it's not, hey, you're awesome. Have a great dang day today. Have a great week. And we'll talk with you guys real soon.
Peace
See ya.
out.
Bye, everybody.